Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rachak Kodash. Double honors under the elders, Apostle Millstone, the elders Great Millstone, and of course, peace and blessings under the hopeful elect. This is your sermon say Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, serving Meshut in sincerity. Yes, on the brother Chayaba from G-Man's Plaintables camp. Come back with another lesson to spirit. Yes, so this lesson be based off of this article from nationalnews.com, which is a title that says AI's thirst for power is testing grids worldwide. And of course, as we know, within these end times that we're in, Issachar-He, of course, being the so-called white man, what he's pushing for, obviously, to be a god upon the planet Earth. And what he's the biggest thing, one of the biggest things that he's going to use to achieve that is, as you can go into, super AI intelligence, or Slakia, super artificial intelligence is what they want to achieve. Was what basically AI, right now AI, again, right now, speaking AI is obviously pretty good. You can generate videos, real looking videos, audio, impersonating people or sounding like people, whatever. And obviously, well, you can do a lot of things with it. You can access a plethora of knowledge. Again, so that's just AI in its current state, and what that's the AI that they're giving us. So imagine what they have already, that they of course haven't released yet. As basically the saying goes, what they give us is very outdated compared to what they have. So it says AI's thirst for power is testing grids worldwide, and eventually we understand Esau, of course, being a physical counterpart of Satan. Well, he wants to achieve the NWO, which AI is going to serve as his left-hand angel within this NWO. It's going to be, reporting onto him, and again, he's going to have knowledge over everything within a grid. We know, of course, Trump has begun, of course, what the Genesis mission, which to look that up or to quickly look this up, the Genesis mission. Yeah, it says Genesis Mission 2025 AI Initiative. This is launched on November 24, 2025 by President Donald Trump. This is a national effort to harness AI to double the productivity of American research and development within a decade. Objective: to build the American science and security platform, unified infrastructure connecting supercomputers, national laboratory data, and AI systems to accelerate scientific breakthroughs. It says key focus areas, so it says energy dominance, accelerating fusion, advanced nuclear reactors, and grid modernization. Discovery science, advancing quantum computing, biotechnology, and material sciences. National security, strengthening the nuclear stockpile, and developing defense-ready materials using AI. See? So basically, to put it short, obviously Esau wants to advance his energy. He wants to advance, obviously, his computing power. Biotechnology, we know where biotechnology is going for. Of course, the mark of the beast, as the scripture is going to, Revelation chapter 13, which goes into the RFID implant. It says, and material sciences. And again, Esau's gonna, we're doing it for this, we're doing it for that. But hey, ultimately, we can see through. Obviously, we know that Esau has ulterior motives. It says national security, strengthening the nuclear stockpile, and developing defense-ready materials using AI. So obviously, again, they're using AI for everything, the completely advanced and everything, military, weapons, whatever. Again, Esau is using his left-hand angel to increase his power of course, exponentially. It says partnerships. Yeah, the Department of Energy is leading the mission in collaboration with private companies like OpenAI, NVIDIA, Anthropic, Google DeepMind, Microsoft, and AWS. And also, another article mentions how it's also teaming up with Palantir, which Palantir obviously is a mass surveillance company. So again, what you have all these superpowers: OpenAI, NVIDIA, Anthropic, Google DeepMind, Microsoft, all in collaborate, and of course Palantir, all in collaboration. Also AMD. Obviously, this is going to create something big. So the AI that they have given us, it's already capable, of course, of a lot of things. But imagine once this AI, the super AI that they're developing, it is developed. And again, what they give us is outdated compared to what they have that's unreleased. So going back to articles, it says surging electricity demand from AI and cryptocurrency data centers is straining power grids worldwide. Thermal satellite imagery reveals the immense heat output and energy intensity of these facilities. It says many new data centers are being built in hot climates where cooling demands are exceptionally high and inefficient. So again, Esau is going full-fledged for this new system. But of course, when Trump came into office, he announced the Stargate project, a $500 billion investment into AI infrastructure within the U.S. It says Daniel chapter 12:4, but thou, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge should be increased. So right now we're in the period where knowledge is being increased. Ever since the days of the internet, where you're able to access, again, the World Wide Web from anywhere. And, you can go on YouTube, Google, wherever, articles, documents. You don't have to go to a physical library anymore. Everything's already compiled within the World Wide Web. Again, knowledge obviously has been increased, but it's exponentially increasing even with AI. I mean, especially with AI. AI is the next big thing. So it says grid operators, an article. It says grid operators like PJM Interconnection warn of reliability risk and soaring cost as traditional power plants retire. The industry is exploring advanced cooling technologies and on-site power generation to mitigate the growing crisis. And hey, it goes to show you that this whole green agenda is a complete lie. Because again, these same people saying, oh, we need to be conservative, go green agenda. And these are the same people investing in these AI power grids, which are obviously, as they claim, is putting a huge strain on these power grids worldwide. So they're investing in these AI data centers, which are completely sapping the grid, the power grids, as they claim, worldwide. As they say, basically, there's literally data centers right now. Well, let's go ahead and look this up in AI. So I looked up vacant AI data centers because of power grids not being built yet. It says in 2025, several multi-million-dollar AI data centers are sitting vacant as empty shells because local power grids lack the capacity to support their massive electricity demands. This bottleneck is a central challenge for the Genesis mission, the national AI initiative launched in late 2025 to accelerate U.S. research and development. See? So it goes into Silicon Valley vacancies in Santa Clara, California, state-of-the-art facilities totaling nearly 100 megawatts are idle. These include digital realty, a project applied for in 2019 remains an empty shell 6 years later. Stack infrastructure, a 48 megawatt facility completed but unable to connect to the grid. See? So what it goes to show you how much they're pushing for this AI, this new AI's infrastructure. And again, it's sapping a lot of power. So we can look up, what effect does this have on the... So what effect does this have on the environment? So it says the massive electricity demand from AI, which requires roughly 10 times the energy of traditional computing, is outpacing the growth of renewable energy. Yeah, so it says AI hardware generates intense heat requiring vast amounts of water for cooling systems. It says volume, a single large data center can consume up to 5 million gallons of water daily, roughly the same as a town of 50,000 residents. So what? These are the same guys who tell you to save your water, to turn off your faucet early, whatever. Or make sure, you invest in your electric vehicles and this and that. And what? These are the same guys who are investing billions of dollars for this new AI infrastructure. What? And it says a single large data center, so just one large data center, can consume up to 5 million gallons of water daily, roughly the same as a town of 50,000 residents. So basically a whole town, and that's just one data center. So imagine all the data centers that they're building. And you still have data centers that are vacant, waiting to be powered. Again, so these are these guys investing in these data centers, telling you to go green, but what? Hey, goes to show you that, again, Esau, the elites. I mean, what ultimately goes to show you that they are the physical counterpart of Satan. Incredibly selfish. They want it all for themselves. That's why, they're replacing meat with a 3D lab, of course, fake meat, as we're going into fake food. Gil Bates, that he's, of course, coming up, with these fake foods. Because what? Again, Esau wants all for himself. They want to hoard all the real, basically all the resources for themselves. So ultimately, we know where this AI, of course, infrastructure is heading to. Again, we know Esau is going to use AI as a left-hand angel for the new system, and he's already doing it as we speak. So we know, as the saying goes, of course, from the elder apostles, all roads lead to the MOTB. So it says, Revelation chapter 13 and 15, and you have power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. Yeah, so we know, of course, the image of the beast, or first and foremost, the beast is the EU and the NATO, which, well, of course, consists of Edomite nations. America being the superpower. And the image of the beast, obviously, is a new system that they're bringing. That's a system that they want to bring, which is the NWO. And what, obviously, they're bringing it as we speak. We're transitioning onto it, the image of the beast. So that's, again, the NWO that they want to bring. And within it, it's going to have laws, statutes, and guidelines that they're going to mandate upon everybody to bow down to. It says, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. Yeah, so literally, first, yours is going to start with Esau Xing out those who don't want to bow down to the image of the beast, the NWO, participate in it. You're going to be an outcast. of society. So you won't be able to have access to anything within society. And it's going to come to a point where they're going to present literal death basically as a result if you don't bow down to it. Guillotines, martial law being sent, putting down anybody on the spot who of course doesn't join. And what's going to be that main gateway onto the NWO? I mean, what is going to be the gateway? Let's get it. It says next verse. So Revelation chapter 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or on their foreheads. So causing meaning he's going to mandate upon everybody. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So again, this is going to be upon everybody, a law upon everybody, a mandate upon everybody. It says to receive a mark in the right hand or on their foreheads. So a mark, when you get that word from mark, it goes into something physical. Meaning a stamp and a printed mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. The Antichrist is not just one person. Ultimately, it's anybody. Literally, what anti meaning against, Hamash or Christ meaning anointed within the Greek. Going back on the Greek word Christos. In Hebrew, you'd say Hamashiach, meaning anointed. So anybody who's against the anointed is an Antichrist. And the majority of the world are Antichrist. So Esau in his new system is going to be the embodiment, for lack of better words, or basically Esau's new system is going to completely embody that spirit. Being literally a completely satanic society. Of course, opposite from the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It says, thin carved, sculpture, graven work. So clearly it's going into something physical. It's not something intangible. It's not something spiritual. No, it's something that's obviously something that's physical and tangible. What does graven mean? Graven, meaning, an inscription or image. Engraved an inscription or image on a surface. So clearly something that's physical. It says a scratch or etching, because literally there's going to be something scratched or etched into the skin. It says to receive a mark in the right in the right hand or in their forehead. So it's clearly going to be something physical, and they're going to put it in the right hand on the forehead. And this links up onto the RFID implant. The C-hip that they want to put in everybody. It says next verse 17, and that no man might bar or sell except he that had a mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you won't be able to buy or sell without this mark. Within society, they're going to mandate it that no man might buy or sell unless you have the mark, the implant. And again, so we already have two key descriptions, or basically obviously it's going to be something that goes into the right hand or in the forehead. So it's going to be some type of physical object that they put into the people. And obviously, you won't be able to buy or sell without it. So it's going to have some computing within it that's going to allow you, you're basically, for those who have it, they're going to be able to make or interact with basically NFC. What's the word? Basically, for lack of better words, they're going to be able to interact with those NFC chips, basically, like how you can scan your phone, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, whatever, to pay for an item. Obviously, those have computing within them, technology, of course, within it that allows you to make those purchases. So what the mark of the beast, of course, is going to have the same technology within it, allowing for those who take it to be able to make transactions or basically to buy or sell with it. So read again, it says verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had a mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And we can look up RFID CHIP, and this is what it is right here, the MOTB. Whatever form it comes in, as they like to say, it's small as a grain of rice. Obviously, it's going to be a physical CHIP that they put into what did they mandate upon everybody to take. So this right here is it. You can make buying and selling purchases with it. And of course, what brothers have already done lessons on the new 6th generation infrastructure that they want to bring. They already bought the 5th one. And, we already know the implications of that. What it does, again, they're not just bringing these things so you can have fast download speeds and you can download a 4K, whatever, a movie in just a second. No, what? They're bringing these things to tighten the grid. So what? They have more control. What? Obviously, they want to have, they want basically for those who take the MOTB to be fully connected to the grid. And what? A new 6th generation infrastructure obviously is going to give much more leeway for that to happen. So, hey, we know the times are very, very short. So, hey, again, Esau went with his 5th generation infrastructure. Now he's coming in with the 6th, and keyword 6. So, hey, this could be the final one Howard Dazah. That what brings in the implementation of this MOTB. This is what the scripture's going to World War III. The scripture's going to, of course, all hell breaking loose. Ultimately, World War III won't happen until this MOTB is mandated. So this is the prophecy that we're waiting for. And ultimately, what? Until World War III happens, and of course we're in the beginning. We're already in World War III, but we're waiting for the climax of it. We're waiting, of course, for the nuclear war to pop off, which that's the climax of World War III. Which right then and there, Yahushua will come back to deliver his elect. Of course, we understand how within the nuclear war, Babylon the Great, which is America, will be 100% destroyed. So Yahushua would have to come back to deliver the elect, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel within America from that destruction. Least we perish. And I'm saying we because we're part of the hopeful elect. So again, we're waiting for these things to come to pass. So again, it's good that Esau is bringing these things. AI, ramping up his AI infrastructure, ramping up these things, speeding up the development for everything that's leading to the NWO. Again, it's all good. Because with this, Yahushua obviously it speeds up the return of Yahushua. So it speeds up the prophecy of the implementation of the mark of the beast. And it speeds up obviously the climax of War III. And of course, speeding up Yahushua coming back. Because as the scriptures say, the Heavenly Father is going to shorten the days for the elect's sake. So Yahweh B'Shem Yashai is shortening the days for the elect's sake. So hey, this is what we're waiting for. And of course, Yahweh B'Shem Yashai will protect his elect throughout all of this. So Lord's Lord, you bless out there edified. Yahweh B'Shem Yashai, B'Shem Kakodash Bakratham. Shalom.